Well, guys, Ryan Garcia wants Jake Paul. When you guys thought the circus was over, it might even get a little crazier and a little sillier with Ryan Garcia in the mix. Obviously, we know that Ryan Garcia is serving that 1-year suspension for testing positive for Austrian against Devin Haney following that crazy performance that he had against Devin. But to see Ryan Garcia calling out Tank Davis and, Terrence Crawford, all those guys, bout tennis, that's one thing. But to call out Jake Paul is a completely different animal, because it's like taking a step back almost, because I honestly think Jake Paul would get destroyed by Ryan Garcia. I've been saying it, and I'm not trying to sound like a hater. I just also respect the craft of boxing. I don't think you can cut any corners. I think a lack of experience shows even against lighter weights. So I think despite Ryan Garcia and even Tank Davis being way smaller fighters than Jake Paul when it comes to physique and just physical size, I still think that these small guys, these lightweights or junior welterweights as you want to call them, still beat Jake Paul pretty badly. I think it'd be an interesting fight. Let's say Ryan Garcia smokes Rukia Onpo, which is the exhibition fight he's going to fight in December. Let's say he gets through that and then wants to fight Jake Paul before April, right? That fight could very well happen, and I think it would be interesting. I think it would be a big money opportunity for both guys, for Jake and Ryan Garcia, to make a big event out of it. And I think there's a good chance that there's a knockout, and I'm pretty sure Jake Paul would be the one getting knocked out. I'd be surprised if he takes that fight. Honestly, it's a big risk against the smaller guy. So I think a lot of people would respect it, though. I think Jake Paul, he's been fighting smaller guys who aren't actual boxers, and I think to fight somebody who's just as young as he is, has a lot of experience in the sport, is an actual professional boxer, we'd give Jake Paul more credit, because honestly, the only guy that we've seen Jake Paul against who was a legitimate boxer was Tommy Fury, and he fell short. So I think against Ryan Garcia, it'd be a lot more interesting, and it would be dangerous for Ryan as well. If Ryan goes in there slacking and Jake, we know how this sport is. You can throw something crazy, one time, and it only takes one to put you out. And I think Ryan Garcia would still have to be very careful, especially against a guy who's twice his size, much bigger than Ryan Garcia. And I think Jake Paul would feel confident in the fact that, he does have that physical advantage. So it'd be interesting. I think that Ryan Garcia would still win. I can't bet on Jake Paul against Ryan. I think the experience would show out. Ryan Garcia is a well-decorated amateur, a 16-time national champion. So I think putting him in the ring against a guy like Jake would be unfair to Jake. But if Jake's willing to take that challenge, I think a lot of people would respect it. It would definitely get a lot of eyeballs from not only the boxing world, but the combat sports world as well as Jake Paul's following. So that'd be a big fight for both guys. I don't mind seeing it if it's something that we see, before Ryan Garcia's suspension expires. I think if it's, going to get in the way of Ryan Garcia performing when he's not suspended anymore, then I don't want to see it. I don't want any distractions. But if it's just for him to stay busy and so that the people can stay entertained, I'm all for it. I'm all for the entertaining fights, because boxing still, it's gotten better over the last 2 years with fights like Ryan Garcia and Gervonta Davis and Terrence Crawford and Earl Spence. Those fights have gone down and made the situation better, but still boxing's in a place where the best aren't always fighting the best. We're still waiting on Tank and Shakur to get a big fight together, and Canelo and Benavidez to make that big fight happen, but we haven't gotten that. So in the meantime, why not have these kinds of fights where they'd be interesting spectacles to see Jake Paul fare with an actual boxer who's a little bit, not even a little bit, a decent amount smaller than he is, but still way more experienced, way more decorated as an amateur, and honestly has better fundamentals. Even though Ryan Garcia isn't the best fundamentally sound fighter in boxing, against Jake Paul, he'd definitely have the better fundamentals, because Jake is new to this. Let's be honest. Even though you're putting years into it, it still doesn't compare to the years that actual professional boxers have been putting into the sport. It's just the truth. Jake's a very entertaining guy. I've been knowing about Jake Paul for a while. He's definitely a popular figure within social media, but when it comes to boxing, I just think that there is a ceiling to his progress, and I think that, you know, against a guy like Ryan Garcia or anybody that's a decent boxer, I don't see him beating those guys. I just don't see it, because guys like Tank and Ryan, despite being undersized compared to Jake Paul, they hit so hard that I think it would only take one shot to really put Jake Paul out. That's just my opinion. But let me know in the comments what you guys think. Ryan Garcia calling out Jake Paul for a mega fight. Even if it's an exhibition, I'd be down to watch it. I think that's must-see TV, especially if Ryan Garcia can't fight until April. I wouldn't mind seeing Jake and Ryan fight in an exhibition. But let me know in the comments what you guys think. Thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the next Navs boxing video. Peace. That's going to do it for another Navs Fight Media video, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. It's been your boy, Matt Nabong, with another video. Hope you guys enjoyed it all. Thank you guys for the constant support. Salute to y'all always. It's been your boy.